Hello?
Good morning.
Mm, okay. So, Sunder, something relevant to your character occurred last session.
Oh, okay. Uh, Sorry for missing it. Uh, what happened?
A bestial, demonic creature in service of Malagtar appeared as part of a ritual telling Dante that his soul is forfeit and Malagtar calls for your blood.
Cool. I guess Dante in response probably would have been like, all right, let me think of a one-liner here. Or probably be like, my blood is my own. You can have yours.
Cool.
And we'd already put the kibosh on that demon's plans, at least temporarily.
Why is there a giant turnip person?
Oh, yeah,
Hmm?
that's. This is the alchemy shop.
Uh,
So they are harvesting its magical properties.
so did we like fight a demon last time? Is that what happened?
Well, we didn't actually fight it. Uh, the ritual that was summoning it, we used dispel magic to get rid of it, so the demon disappeared.
Nice. And then with the duo, what's their name? What's our deal with them currently?
Well, the guy decided to steal the magic catalyst, or no, he decided to sabotage the ritual to summon the Night Witch, and that's where the demon came from. And then after that, he ran away, and we captured the lady that was with him.
Who?
Apparently, he was working for one of the drow houses, doing a favor for them, and summoning the demon to collect you was part of that favor.
I'm popular. Shame I missed it.
I'm gonna see if our other player's gonna be here.
Shots is not, but Norval.
Yeah.
It's up to Gunther.
Oh, that's right. He
I
told me
don't
about
know.
that.
Through demons and devils, he's at the worst place of them all.
Yikes.
I should make like a DMB one shot, and then like there's a bunch of the devils that come out as you do go. It's actually a DMB that you've been stuck at forever. It's like a purgatory.
Cannot leave, but you cannot finish your task.
You have to find a way out. Otherwise, you become one of the DMV employees.
When they take the picture for your license, that's where they get your soul, and then
Yep.
you just get put in the workforce after that.
And you guys play Dark Souls 3.
Of course.
Uh, I'm currently fighting the Elder Prince. Any tips?
Well, there's always the classic one. Get good, but the Elder Prince is kind of an ass.
I hate that I've got rid of my one weapon that does frost damage. It was the worst mistake I ever made. I fucking sold it for whatever reason, and I really could use it right now because this guy's weak against frost. I don't really have any good other good. That's what do I got to this time?
Honestly, for me, the main thing with that boss was learning how to predict his teleportation, because there is a bit of a pattern to it. Did you have lightning, by the way?
So I think for this time, uh, Dante and Sine could, if they wanted to do anything within the town of Prampton, the party took on a quest to take out some pirates. So, what would they be interested in doing or preparing before that encounter?
Well, go to where pirates hang out at. Let's go see if there's any local stories about these pirates. Maybe they got some ex-wives want to kill them more than we do, or something.
Well, we do know that the pirates are in Yorkshire, which is a different town from where we currently are.
Is there like a guardhouse or something where we're at right now?
Is there what?
Uh, Maybe a guard. Could we look for like a local guardhouse? Because maybe they got like a case file on the pirates. Where's the local detectives?
Yeah, last session the party spoke to the mayor. Him and his lieutenant described where the pirates are and what they've been getting up to. Gunther and Aki actually fought some pirates in the tavern earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe because what have they been doing? Have they been attacking? So that they're on Yak Shore, then they probably been attacking ships that go by there, right?
Yeah.
Um, is there then could we go to a local dock? 'Cause maybe we could set up something with. Is there a local captain? We go to the docks possibly then.
Mm, the nearest like dock or port would be at the city of Alistair.
And we're currently in Brampton.
Mm-hmm. Right here.
How long would it take to get there?
The party can travel 30 miles in one day, so a little bit over half of the day.
Well then, well soon. You want to go? Maybe we could take a visit out Alistair, see if we have any fortification options, or maybe see if we can get this be more prepared for these pirates. You want to take a bit of a jaunt?
Trying to turn you up a little bit. Having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, sorry.
Well, did we want to go to a store and buy anything in preparation for this?
Well, I don't have money, so it's less store buying and more of a scheming of like. one possible plan is we could possibly maybe sail a dummy ship out there, or fill a ship with explosives. Have half the pirates go attack that while we go attack the town. And I just want to fill a ship with explosives. I'm being completely honest.
Well, that does sound like good fun. I'm not sure where we're going to get a ship that we can full with explosives.
One way to find out is we go look around at the docks. Maybe they're getting handing them out for free right now.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard
easy one.
disturbing rumors about this new invading force in Alistair. I don't know if they would be as amenable to that as you seem to think.
And maybe we could just ask around, keep our heads down.
Well,
Oh, or
perhaps.
perhaps they have another idea. Maybe one of us could join the pirates. We can get an inside man.
Ooh, now that sounds like fun.
I mean,
I've
shit,
never
with
been
all
on a ship before, but I could be a pirate.
you get a little dinghy or something, and just sail out there saying our ship got wrecked and we're looking for a crew.
Well, if they're in the Yakshore now, they could just be recruiting at one of the local taverns or something.
Yeah, let's go look for one of those taverns.
Well, that would mean that we would go to Yakshore instead of Alistair.
You want to do that? And
Yakshore is where the mayor told us to look for the pirates. If we can catch them on land, it'd be easier, no?
agreed.
But I would also like to visit any sort of prominent magic shops before we go.
Oh, of course. After you.
Cool. So the party is currently on Market Way in Brampton. Outside of this shop, they could look around and see a bunch of other shops.
Which shop are we at?
This one is called the Greenery.
The greenery. Okay. Is this more of like a potion shop then?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, might be prudent to check inside.
And we could also stop by the stables. There's a little quick bit of something I can do for cash. Just some quick cash.
You want to go to the stables.
Yes.
You want to do that first?
Sure. As we go to the stables, I'm gonna cast Find Speed.
Okay.
And it's a war horse. If that's cool.
Is that what it does?
Yep. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, so go to the stables. It's just like your typical like void black like stallion.
Cool.
And I look at it and like, I'm sorry. All right, girl, we gotta do the thing. So it'll be okay. All right, off to the stables.
From the party's location currently, the stables are probably southwest to them over this area. Approaching, the party can see that there's like two or three horses. It seems that most of the horses are currently in use, occupied somewhere else. They're currently out on somewhere. And there's a few soldiers standing around. One of them they're looking at Sine and Dante like one of the soldiers nudges to the other soldier like, look at these guys.
Give him a friendly wave.
And I'm just going to sort of grab Dante's arm and make it seem like we're like a couple or something, and just follow his lead as we go through this.
Cool. Alright.
That's a great looking horse.
Oh yeah, yes it is. Thank you. Is that? Would you believe that it's actually magical as well? Uh, an Eldritch Knight I knew was able to summon it, and it was spent his entire life figuring out the magic because he loved horses growing up, so he used magic to create the perfect horse. But unfortunately, he recently passed. So I was hoping to sell this rarity of a horse, and it seems like your stock's currently taken. This war horse would be a fine addition to your stables.
I see. Do you have a price in mind?
What's the reasonable price for it? Be a good price. How about you say So, but how about 100 gold?
100 gold, hey?
I mean, this horse is an essence of magic. Those don't just see those walking by. I mean, how many people do you know that can summon a horse?
That's true. Not many. I'll check with the sergeant. He turns and walks into the building.
While he walks in the building, I'll quickly like whisper to him, "Do you think I should bump up the price more? I mean, if this is a military unit, they might have more cash this then. Maybe if you're playing the wife, break out, be all emotional, make it or something, or be like, I can't possibly part with this horse. It's like a family heirloom or something."
I mean, we can certainly try for it. I don't really know much about horses myself, but these soldiers typically take things at face value.
That's, do you have any like illusionary magic to make the horse look even cooler, like it evolved or something?
They've already seen the horse. If it changes now, it'll be suspicious.
I suppose.
The soldier walks back outside. Between the two of them, they are counting out some gold from a bag of coins.
And as they're counting out the money, um, Zane is going to cast Major Image on the horse. So it looks like it's rearing up and like loudly neighing. And as it does so, these large, majestic, angelic wings spread from its back as it reveals itself to be a Pegasus.
Oh, we might have to enter renegotiation. Because yes, we did agree for a horse, but now it seems I'm selling a Pegasus. How much do you think Pegasus is worth?
Dear gods. What on earth is that?
Did you just roll a hit?
Sergeant, you need to see this. The sergeant steps outside. He says, whatever that is, I don't want to be anywhere near it.
And I know what Pegasus are, right? Because it's like,
Yeah.
Sergeant, if I may, are you a holy man of any kind of persuasion?
Not
Is this
exactly.
holy men will be coming to follow you if you buy this horse, this Pegasus. You see, the Pegasus is a celestial breed of horse. It's one of the closest things you can come to riding an angel, of having an angel at your command.
And you would expect me to buy such a thing?
Well, yes, don't you want the power of divinity with your soldiers? Your soldiers to be able to command power and bring hope to your people?
Truly, a steed like that would not be worth one of my men riding it. If you have command of such a creature, you should take it to the church in Alistair.
And
Are you suggesting that there'd be no military advantage to having a steed that could fly? That you yourself would not want to take to the skies?
I am but a common soldier. That is
but
not something fitting of my station.
but don't you feel the call? The call of a paladin? This horse was a regular horse until it met your camp, until it met your gaze. Don't you feel chosen? The gods have chosen you to have this horse. If we bring it to Alistair, it might just turn. Its wings might go back. Its the wings might only call to you. Don't you have a duty to, as a soldier, to utilize every tool you can get to protect?
And yet you're trying to sell it.
Yes, because I'm ashamed to admit this, but I was kicked in the head as a horse. I was kicked pretty severely in the nards as a child, and I'm currently a eunuch from horses. So I have a phobia of horses, and I don't. So I but I my friend he dedicated his life to creating this horse, and I can't do his spirit justice. That's why I came to the fine protectors of the city to sell it to.
And my late husband would have wanted his horse to have been serving in the protection of these lands. It would have been his final wish.
Yeah, yeah. And how much would you want for it?
For a celestial being that can fly and offer you such advantages in a fight?
We probably can't afford it.
Yeah, I possibly tried to do a perception check of like. So wait, was it just like a bag of gold that they had?
A bag of
Because
gold, yeah?
I've done. I feel like I'm trying to do that. I've done this before since I can summon the horse once per day. Uh, what's like the average going rate of a horse that I was able to get in the past?
300 gold?
300.
Yeah. For a normal horse with your tactic.
Just for the humble price, 350 gold, we can part with the horse. I hope you know that this money will go to my her dear husband's memorial, and in a perhaps a school that can teach other young Eldritch Knights that perhaps could also serve as soldiers in the future because of the hope they were brought by the winged horse. The winged horse school, I can see it now. Can't you see it? Can't you see the children begging to be soldiers, begging for a good future from this winged horse for 350 gold?
He's gesturing at the soldiers for them to put all the coins back in the bag. He says, "This is getting a bit outlandish. Pay them and be done with it." He turns and walks back inside. The soldier shrugs and hands the whole bag of coins to Dante.
That's all 350 gold.
Turns out to be 350.
Wait.
Thank you, dear
I'm
sir.
gonna mentally command my horse take a nap.
Okay.
So that could slow the process before they realize this is a shrewd. So all right, let's get on. Thank you for your business, everything.
Uh huh.
Let's go. Okay, kind of start doing the old shit walk.
And the major image is going to like settle the horse down and sort of have its wings meld back into its body naturally looking before the spell ends.
Okay.
Just not to be super suspicious, but
I well,
and
actually, what I usually do. This is after. What I usually do is I have the horse walk away, run away from it at some point, and they usually have to actually sign a waiver for the horse that I'm not liable for anything the horse does that. That would sound like a pretty hard sell as it is, so I think we might just have to cut it.
honestly, that was close. We may have pushed a little too far.
Hey, we got what we were looking for.
We did. So I suppose there's something to be said for just exhausting someone's patience.
So that was a. Hey, I can do this once per day. This isn't the only time we can do this.
We probably shouldn't do it in the same city more than once. They might catch on. But, that's a lot of gold that we can now go spend.
Yep.
So, and I just hold my hand out to him.
Oh right. I suppose you want. Here you go.
Of course I
175
want.
gold for your lady.
I will take that 175 gold. It's a good plan. I'm glad that we did this, but now it's time to go spend that money. And first off, I would prefer to see if there was a magic shop somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a magic shop along that same road you were on before.
Okay.
Wait, do we need a Costco card? Wait, do we have to have membership to this magic shop? Is that our new quest? Find a Costco card?
There's a it's called Magnificent with silver letters over top of the door on two on either side. There's glass windows. In one window you can see there's a purple glowing sword. In the other window you can see there is a suit, like a three-piece suit, finely tailored and laid with gold and silver. What would the party like to do from that point?
Oh, this is clearly a magic shop from the outside.
Yes.
Well, Sine is going in.
Go in as well. Man, Sinea, what do you happen to be looking for?
I'm just sort of browsing. I want to see all the options. So I'm going to look around the shop and see what they might be selling that could help spellcasting.
Okay. You could roll either investigation or arcana.
Can I do the same for what? I don't really. I'm pretty good on. I guess I'll still look for like weapons or like cloaks. Maybe I want to look for cloaks. What kind of cloaks we got going?
Okay. Yeah, you could go ahead for Dante. For Sine, there's as Dante and Sine are both looking around, an older gentleman at the counter is saying, "Welcome to the magnificent. If there's anything in particular you're looking for, I might be able to help you find it.
I'm curious, old man. The magnificent what? What happened to the rest of the name?
That is the name. Simply magnificent. In all ways that you could imagine.
I see. Leaving it open-ended so we can draw our own conclusions about what is magnificent.
Yes, of course. That is the wonder of magic.
Indeed, a winning strategy. I was hoping to find something uh, to aid in spellcasting. Although I'd be curious as to what magic items you have for sale in general.
Yes, of course. I'm sure we have something that will fit your interests. He's walking over to the. He's walking over to Sine and the various shelves close by.
I will follow him.
He's got his hand to his chin. He's gonna say, "Tell me, what sort of magic practitioner are you?"
I am but a humble bard.
I see. Well, as you might be able to tell, my specialty here is clothing, as opposed to any instruments. I do know of
That's
someone that I could recommend.
oh,
He's pulling out a like business card. The name is Julius Carver. He's located in Hillsford. His specialty is fine woodworking. which would make which can make magic instruments.
Very curious. Fortunately, our travels take us north, but I shall keep him in mind the next time we're in the area. For now, what do you have on offer for uh, maybe jewelry or something that I could wear with armor?
He's he's looking up at the shells, gesturing. He's saying, "We have a selection of amulets you could wear in combination with your armor. Let's see.
What
This clockwork amulet, quite the curiosity. Perhaps a master's amulet for some protection.
would I know what these do?
Yeah, you could look at it through your beyond if you wanted.
Okay.
Over in this section, he's looking at the cloaks which Dante was looking at.
Yeah, I also thought of something else I want to look for, or that could just be a separate check.
Okay. We have a cloak of the manta ray. A cloak of many fashions, if that's what you're interested in. Any any special occasions coming up?
Are these the only two cloaks then? Cloak and the manta ray sound interesting.
It's not your birthday, right?
Who could say? We drow don't really keep track of such things.
Cool. I'm not gonna give You get you would also happen to have any anything associated with strength, any potions or equipment that could increase my strength? Belts, gauntlets.
I'm afraid not.
How much for this cloak of this manta ray cloak?
$120.
It happened to be 100 gold, or if if I can sign a contract with you with the next magical item I find in my adventures, I'll come straight to you and offer you an even deeper discount for it.
Hmm. He's looking at Dante. He's saying, "Yes, you seem to be the adventurous sort. That seems like a fair exchange. 100 gold."
All right, got yourself a deal.
And I have to ask, just out of curiosity, this suit you have on display up front, what does it do?
That. That is an item I've had for a long time. It once belonged it once belonged to my father. He was he was quite the socialite. However, in his dealings, he often attracted unsavory attention. As such, when he attended various outings, he needed to be both fashionable and protected. So it may appear to be merely a well adorned 3-piece suit. But truly, it's stronger than plate and quite resilient as well.
Is that so? It is quite beautiful. The cut, the trim, all of it speaks of elegance and oozing with style.
And it's gonna cost it's gonna cost a fortune. That's got probably the cost of a small castle.
Well, what are you looking for?
Hmm. I shouldn't say, unless you're genuinely considering that purchase.
I am. It's caught my eye since the moment I walked in, and now that I know of its protective properties, I can't stop imagining myself wearing it. I look so good in it, don't you think?
Perhaps I could see you fitting it well. In that case, I must tell you, I could only part with it for no less than 3,000 gold.
There it is.
I understand. Well, I haven't got that on me, but I will keep this in mind. It'll be hard to forget, if I'm being honest.
Yes, it can have that sort of effect. In the meantime, feel free to peruse my other wares. Any of the cloaks, rings, amulets, or staffs. If anything catches your liking, then we can trade.
Indeed, you mentioned rings.
Yes?
What have you got?
I have a horned ring attuned to the dark powers. Not sure if that would be. Actually, oh well, I wouldn't want to assume.
Assume what?
We have a ring of animal influence. Perhaps a ring of mind shielding.
That could be somewhat useful. Did you have any others?
So, yes, an interesting curiosity. We have rings of cold resistance, a ring of thunder resistance, or a ring utilizing specialty minerals found from within the nearby mine. I've used its jewels to craft a ring of shooting stars.
Really now? I've heard those are quite powerful.
Yes, very potent crystals, very rare, which happen to be found in the mines. It was quite the discovery. I simply had to have it.
Out of curiosity, the shooting stars ring, how much would you want for that?
For the time, materials, and rarity, I would need to charge 2,000 gold.
Understood. Again, it has been a while since I've been back home, so I haven't got all of my available funds with me. Um, let's talk something less pricey. That first ring you mentioned, the horned ring, what does it do? Because in D&D Beyond, it seems to be like a specialty item from a book.
Oh yeah, it's mm, it would be +2 on mental saves while you're in the abyss.
Hmm. And the mind shielding ring, how much for that one?
$250 gold.
I think for now, that's the one I will take. Sorry to be so wishy-washy with you, but
I understand. Of course, one should take great care with the magic they wield.
that they should. And one should take great care that the items they buy are of sufficient quality. Do you mind if I see this ring?
Certainly.
I'm going to pick it up and examine it very closely to ensure there's nothing uh, deceptive about it.
Okay. In what way would you like to do that?
Arcana?
Okay.
Mm, not super, but
It it is what it appears to be. Nothing is out of place with your understanding of magic and what the ring is supposed to be.
my grasp on abjuration magic is somewhat shaky, but everything seems to be in order here. You said 250. Would you allow me to strike a similar deal as my friend here? I also have connections with some of the more magically inclined Drow family in Grimcourt. And many curiosities come from there. From time to time, they make their way outside of the city.
I see. So, what exactly are you offering in return for some degree of discount?
You will be my go-to magic item buyer. Anything that we come across that we decide that we have no use for will come to you first. You'll have first dibs on everything.
I promise you, Sneven here is the most magical person in any of these parts.
I've had some training with the arcane masters of Grimcourt, and I know how to spot the good items from the bad.
All right then. So, what do you say? 200 gold.
200 gold as a sign of faith for our future relationship.
Of course. You understand if I would like to have these deals in writing.
If you so choose.
When he says that, can I do a divine sense on this dude? Is this a person?
Okay. Divine sense. Dante's divine sense is recognizing this to be a
celestial, fiend, or undead, or affected by the hallow spell.
mm, yeah. Dante does not detect any of those things. This is a human being, living person.
Oh,
He's waving his hand, gesturing for some. Uh, he's casting Unseen Servant, bringing over a clipboard, pen, and paper.
And as he's doing that, I will ask him. So, you've heard me mention that I'm a bard, yes? Would you care to hear some music while we negotiate this deal? I can play a fine little jig for you.
Uh, that sounds fine, but
Pull up my
let's
viol
not.
and start playing. Now, a little music never hurt anything. Puts us in the mood for, good negotiations.
you should be honored, sir. The muse has struck in this talented bard. Perhaps a fine song to do with the fine garment and the fine wares. Truly, uh, yes. Uh, what's the store's name called again? What was it? Not majestic, or a truly magnificent tune. Can I attempt to persuade?
You could attempt. Yep. I understand you possess your various talents, but this is a place of business, you see. And our transaction is almost complete. Simply acknowledge what you've agreed to.
Very well, if you don't wish for any music, it is time to sign then, yes?
Indeed.
And I will take the quill and some ink and writing um, in the written language of the Drow. I will sign my name uh, not as Sinaven, but as uh, someone that I used to know back in Grimcourt, a Vanitix.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially putting a false name in a language that I doubt that he understands. I also have not given him my real name, so
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I gotta step away for a second. I gotta take my dogs out. I'll be back.
Okay.
And after signing my name, I will scroll the crest of Venetix next to where I signed. And if he knows about Grimcourt, I assume he would know about Venetix.
Mm-hmm.
Satisfactory.
He's looking. He says, he's looking skeptical. He's like, is that what you meant by your associations within the city?
Of course.
Hmm. That's beyond what I had expected. Anyways, yes, I'm looking forward to our future business.
As am I.
He takes the papers and he's walking back to the counter.
And I make a show of staring at that suit uh, as he sees us out.
Cool.
Although that is assuming Dante was finished with his purchase. I guess in the meantime, uh, Sine would like to go back to that uh, potion shop.
Cool. Okay. So that is over there.
And this was where we were expecting to find our witchy friend.
Yeah.
So perhaps I'll do my shopping while Dante is out, and then we can greet her.
Okay.
So I'm guessing this lady over here is the proprietor.
Yeah, this is a female satyr individual.
Hmm. walk in and come up to the counter. Hello, I've heard you're the one to talk to about finding potions.
Yeah. Uh, it's gonna be like the same for. You played where they were buying potions before.
I believe so, where they had talked to that guy who swindled them and then forced them to, or forced the guy to give them a discount or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has the same selection of potions.
Yeah. It's greater, and then isn't there like a superior?
Yeah, the superior potion healing.
Greater should be 50. Superior is 75. Any other specialty? Most likely 75, or possibly higher. And they do have some exotic and common ingredients.
Yeah. Um, would this place be selling poison? As we had talked about that as a feature of my character.
This shop currently doesn't have any poisons for sale.
Already. So, uh, any interesting specialty options?
Potion of animal friendship. Potion of aqueous form. Potion of fire breath.
Okay. Those are the three big ones they have.
Yeah, they got a potion of water breathing. Those are the unique ones that they have currently.
Yeah. So the potion of water breathing is 75, or how much is that one?
75.
considering what we are heading into, water breathing sounds pretty nice, so she'll take one of those. And I think she would also take 2 greater healing potions.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Alrighty. 175. So, wasn't sure if you still had something to do in the magic store, but we have gone to the potion store at this point.
I'm okay. Maybe ring of protection, but I'm okay.
So, what would the party be doing after the potion shop?
Well, here we have the witch who was with that guy. The one that was doing the ritual, some of the demon that wanted Dante.
Suppose me and her do a conversation. What do you think, Samay? Should we take her to the tavern or maybe somewhere more secluded?
She said she needed to gather some supplies here, so let's see where she's at with that.
Me?
She says, "Hello again. I've gathered everything I need to cast the ritual once more."
And you are sure it'll work this time?
I, well, perhaps you, if you could stand back or conceal yourself in some way, then the ritual will perform as intended.
Okay. So tell me, what is your opinion of my situation, or what do you think of me? As it seems our worlds are closer than I realized.
Is it true that you've broken oath to Malagtar?
is true.
I see. Well, I'm sure you have your own reasons for that. And I'm sure you know you will have to face him again eventually. Beyond that,
You think?
I don't I don't think ill of you. Everyone has their everyone has their troubles with things they associate with, and it doesn't always go the way you would like.
Well, whatever happens in the future is going to be my choice, and that's all I wanted in the end. So I don't suppose your witch mother has a beef with Malaktar. Perhaps, maybe. I mean, she may offer me protection, or maybe I can. She maybe give me the tools I need to get rid of an enemy for her. Mutual interest of protection versus vengeance.
Yes, that is a possibility. You could discuss that with her. She lives within his domain, so there is some interest in dealing with him.
Well, sounds like you got a perfect combo for a perfect picnic. Shall we go?
I do have questions for this Night Witch. But be curious to finally meet her.
Cool. Cool. So, the party is traveling away out of Prampton, going into those woods in the north.
I don't suppose there's going to be any point. I could take a bit of an 8 hour nap here. It's been a while since I've slept.
Let's see.
So are we camping out?
I mean, if that be all right. There's a summoner here.
Yeah, if I guess they could rest once they get there and then start the ritual afterwards.
Do it in the morning? I mean, I would prefer to do it at night personally, but only because I'm a drow.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Well, I just hate the daylight in general.
So I guess I don't really see it. I need the rest, otherwise I'm gonna get a second level of exhaustion. So I think it would be all right then with you.
Okay, we can do that. I will. While he is resting, can I assist Morgan with creating the ritual? Uh, what's it called? With like preparing the spell, the magic circle.
Sure.
So she and I will prep the magic circle, and if we have time after that, I will then take a 4 hour short rest,
Okay.
or 4 hour long rest, I should say.
4 hours is a long rest, you helmet bastard.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I can do stuff while you're sleeping and then still get my full rest. It's kind of nice.
Cool. So we are over. We are over here. Where would Dante be? Would Dante like to be like? Where would you like to be on the map?
Let's see what happens. So she said that it'd be best to either disguise myself or hide.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, there's everyone. I guess I'll kind of just cast darkness around myself. That way I could still stay close by.
Cool.
If you like, I could cast darkness for you for free, being a drow.
I like the idea of it's coming from me.
Okay. At this time, since I'm helping to create the magic circle, I can be fairly certain that there's nothing uh, hinky about it, that we're not about to summon another demon that we're not intending to summon.
Mm, yeah. I mean, ideally not, but Sine would understand about these kind of things that a similar entity of greater power could possibly take over.
And there's not many precautions we can take to keep that from happening, is there?
Mm, could roll Arcana. I think it'll be like maybe you could use a spell slot to more directly close off anything going wrong, or
Yeah, I mean, basically tightening up the circle and making it more strict, if
yeah.
you will. Now, since this is drow magic, my specialty, could I get any sort of bonus on this roll?
Mm, sure. Roll that and then get add a +2.
A +2 already. Okay. And that's spell slot as well. Well, I'll take the 13, since the dice apparently are not happy with me today.
You know what you did last summer.
Apparently, I offended them greatly, as I've not rolled. The dice has not rolled above a 10 today. Only my bonuses are keeping it up. Anyway, so I do what I can to help the circle.
Cool. So I'm gonna move it like over here, and then over like that, and then like that. Okay. And then I think so. Dante's resting. Sine, after the circle, was going to rest for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although we would ensure that Morrigan doesn't slip away.
Yeah.
So Valor, Gunther, one could take turns watching her.
Okay. During that time, Morgan's gonna short rest. After that, it would be uh let's see. I have a different version of this map that's like cloudy or raining or something. It could be like not full daylight, but just like early in the morning.
Morning
Is
mist.
For now, it's gonna be right there, and then Morgan would begin activating the circle.
Yeah, I got a 15-foot thing of darkness around me over here, then.
then I'm looking for the token. Fiery purple magic is appearing within the circle. It is twisting into the shape of a feminine figure. Ooh. This being appears. Morgan is saying, Morgan's probably like over here, like kneeling with her hands out towards this creature. And she says, Witch Mother, your presence is a gift. And I think that's a good place to stop for now.
Let's make a deal.
Alrighty.
Cool.
That was fun. Hey,
Well,
most fun shopping thing I've ever done, honestly.
yeah, I really want that suit.
Does the suit, if that's, yeah, especially if that suit boosts your charisma too, and it's more, has more protection than plate,
That's
and
like a legendary item right there for me,
yeah,
or for any of
and
us. But
you don't need a armor proficiency for that high AC, which is also a real huge gift.
yeah, because I can only wear light armor normally.
And I'm getting like I don't like Chainsaw Man, Devil Hunter vibes from the idea of you wearing a suit.
A bard in a tuxedo, but like a extra fancy tuxedo, is just cool.
And I'm
It's
sure selling that steed or that Pegasus will have no repercussions at all.
not at all. We probably should definitely not go back to the barracks.
There's actually a time for a different paladin. I did I because when I thought of that trick, it's phenomenal, and I actually just for the hell of it because honestly, just to see so that the horse I commanded the horse because when I left the town, I commanded the horse to steal a piece of armor from me, assuming that would get itself killed in the process. But apparently, it worked. Somehow, this horse was able to steal some half plate armor from me.
So you got the money for selling the horse, you got the horse back, and you got the armor.
Yeah, it was a good day. My god was angry at me for stealing, so that's why I'm like, oh, as an oath breaker, I don't really have to worry about that, do I?
Yeah, not really. Also, it sounds like your god was a demon in the first place, so. Although the full story is yet to be revealed.
Hmm.
Thanks for playing. I hope you enjoyed.
It was fun.
Indeed.
For next
Okay.
time, that's going to be the 10th.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll see you then.
Alrighty. Thank you very much for running this game for us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cool.
Have a good one.
Awesome.
All right. See y'all next week.
See you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That shit was it was it was weird, but it's also cool, right? It was weird, but it's also cool. But wait a minute. Okay, hold on. The witch mother's not literally physically right there, right? Witch mother, your presence is a gift. Oh, she's all right. The night garden. All right. No, it's fine. No, it's no big deal. No, don't even worry about it. Now, how am I gonna run this character? How in the world am I gonna run this? I need to know. How did they not even need to do the animals over again? Nah, never mind.